Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're joining me in the world. So happy you're here today. Want to give everyone a quick update on what I'm seeing for this week in gold. I think this is great. We finally have some clarity on what's happening on the higher time frames. Before we were wondering if we're going still up to 5. Clearly we see that 5 came in right around the middle line, sorry, the middle of the cycle, and now we definitely have some downside targets we can actually focus on. One in 16 days, one in a month. And I think this is very interesting because it does appear that gold may actually start recovering slightly ahead of the NASDAQ and other equities, as there is still some more upside potential before it drops down. But when I say upside, I don't mean higher highs. I mean possibly getting up to 48.72 over the next couple days. I'm thinking that the targets I'm looking at are really, let's see, as early as Thursday. So maybe based off of the open bell or the unemployment claims that come out, I think that could actually be the deciding factor that turns it down. I don't pay attention to what the report says. I just look and see what lines up with the time targets I have. And I'm looking at possible higher high on the 128 here. The only thing is we are really trying to line this up with where a turning point 3 would form on the 128 because within within this area here, this is 1 week. Now, of course, some of it is weekend, which will be about this area. So we'll know that we have to get a 3 in and then head down to 4 at some point. And that's really what I'm trying to actually line up here. I think that we could go up maybe up until the 1st of April and then drop it down. Okay. So even though we had a sell off a little bit today after the pump up off the open, I'm still looking at potential turning points for the week to come in aligned with the 32-minute turning point 3 or 5. Now, if you look on the right side of my screen, you can see where my cursor is. So, of course, if you're looking at shorts, you have to take it from a high, right? Right? So, you're selling high and buying low. If 2's in here, then it could drop here and come down or go up, down, and then one more time before it inevitably, falls. But I think it makes more sense that we either get some type of higher high here and then could just draw down a little bit and then have an early turning point 5 because at this point we are really kind of running into the last target area. It could be a late 5, honestly, maybe around here. This will be again the first, somewhere in the afternoon on April 1st, and then drop down. What I'm seeing on this side is, yeah, end of the day, maybe Asia open on April 1st. But of course, we'll take it one time frame at a time. Let me refresh my screen here. Earlier today, we were in a bit of a triangle. Yeah, we were in a bit of a triangle coming down, but at the end, I do think turning point 6 came in. We made the higher lows, no higher high yet. So the things I'm looking for to confirm that we are in an upward move is this being 4, go up. We want to at least come up above 45, sorry, 4,586. That's the first target level to take. That will be a long into tonight. Yeah, into tonight. And then we definitely want to make sure that gold holds 45.23. So these are the main levels to really say that the uptrend is still continuing. We want to get above this turning point 3 without coming back down below 4 because turning point 4 on the 8 minute is our first target of where we think turning point 2 could be. Now, unlike the equities and Nasdaq, it went up based off the Asia Open, the weekly open for this week, but the Nasdaq, for example, fell straight back through the weekly open price. Gold really held its own, and I really think it's because the 512 here is still going up. Each candle is 8 minutes. I'm sorry, each candle is 8 hours long, and each quadrant in the cycle is about 28 days. So we still have to let this higher time frame play out while on the Nasdaq it's already, turning point one's already in. I'm not expecting higher highs, but I do have a secret angle drawn to see if we do get closes above this level. I've marked out here in red. There is a high potential that we do double top here, but as of right now, I'm expecting some type of, let's see what that retracement will actually look like from turning point 9. Yeah, so that'll be about 618 retrace before you drop back down. What level will that be? That would be coming basically into this gap area here where we had these two overlapping wicks. I think that's really interesting because you don't get this on TradingView at all because TradingView is you cannot put this candle length actually in there. So we are getting a really intimate look into some good market structure, some good price action candles that depending on what style you trade, there are a lot of confluence right here that we could pop up this week into this 48-45 level before it actually starts turning down. Again, I'm not bullish on gold at this point, especially with the higher time frames making this lower high and a lower low, but I am short-term bullish on gold until about April 1st. So 2 more days. I definitely would be looking for a couple longs, not financial advice at all. And yeah, again, what's playing out here will still be the same that's playing out for silver. If you are interested in a specific silver um, market update, please let me know in the comments. I will definitely try to fit that in. Um, Maybe get something out as early as tomorrow on Tuesday. But yeah, let me know what other markets you're interested in. Also, if you're interested in signing up and testing out this software that I'm using, there is a 50% off discount right now using my code 724trading. All the information will be found in the link below in the description. And yeah, please jump in, join the discussion we have in the Discord group right now. And definitely definitely want to sincerely thank everyone for taking a couple minutes and watching this. I really hope it brought everyone some value. The markets aren't as confusing as they look. You just have to have structure around it to understand what you're actually seeing. So, thank you again for your time today, and yeah, look forward to some discussions in the comments. Thank you so much.